Good evening and welcome back to tonight's Don't Make This Weird. With me in the studio always is my co-host Heather and Tony.
Hey,
What's
how's it
up?
going?
I am the very bad attendance host, Chris.
We're glad to have you back.
The ghost with the most.
The host is like the ghost.
Yeah.
Likes toast.
We are glad to have you back.
I can do that all day.
We are so glad to have you back.
Yeah, I heard. So you had nipples back last week.
Yeah, it was a dumpster fire without you, brother.
I try not to do that, but I get busy. I have to get money and stuff.
It's understandable. I mean, I get it.
Stupid
We're
bills.
mad, but we just want to let you know really how much we missed you.
That one hurt.
Yeah, I tried cutting it early.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So did I. I was contemplating my existence after that.
So is he back in Florida?
Yeah.
Are you listening?
Can't see.
I can't see you. You're not listening.
I am pulling the link up for you, though.
Yeah, I need one. I'm gonna send one
There
to
you
my
go.
buddy. He said he was gonna listen.
All right. We have
I got a link.
oh, cool. We do have a link.
So we can do the weeks. How was everybody's week?
Oh, who wants to start first? Because mine's kind of like a pity party.
Those guys not it.
All right,
My
then.
week was okay. I
Good.
was busy. I worked last weekend, so that sucked balls.
Yeah.
But I kind of had like 2 weekends off this week because my schedule fell. I had I got out early, and then I'll have to go back late. Then I had a day off in the middle,
Yeah.
and then I have a day off. Then I work tomorrow, and then I have 2 days off. So that's pretty nice. I am not complaining.
It's good. It's good. So you kind of just had to get through that
Yeah,
part of
it's
it.
always
Now
that,
you got
like,
a little bit of time off.
10-day stretch. It's just a nightmare.
That's gross. Like when I worked retail, they did that stuff. You go on vacation, but they would make you work like 12 or
Oh,
13 in
yeah.
a row. It's like,
You're getting them.
come on,
Yeah, they get their money's worth. They know how
Yeah.
to do it.
jerk offs. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, but things are cool there, so I'm happy.
Yeah, that's
Got big
good.
Surprises. I can't talk about them all, though.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good, though.
It's always good that when you're moving up and doing things or whatever you're doing. So yeah, still doing the Bronner's thing.
So you're moonlighting as a stripper.
No.
Yeah.
No. Don't care how much weight I lose. Not happening. Not happening.
Isn't it like a bucket list thing?
No.
Like, I just wanted to be in a movie one time. I'm cool. Like, I just one time want to go to a room full of people, swing on a dirty stainless steel pole, and show some man my asshole.
I don't think that's not on my bucket
That's
list.
not
I
on
don't know
yours.
how many other people. We had the whole thing of losing the weight of losing a stripper. A long time ago. I'm just like,
I just fall back. It's like
No.
you're in like junior high. You're like junior year of high school. You're like, this fucking algebra sucks. I'm going to strip. I'm not
Nope.
fucking doing that.
nope. I've been overweight my whole life, so I never even had intentions that anything like that would ever happen. Never even thought.
Well, back when I was a Catholic schoolgirl, I had contemplated a couple times.
Right.
Gross.
It's like, my asshole.
I had my asshole bleached, so I mean, it was ready for a
much.
presentation.
Too much.
Good. You gotta love them Tide pens.
Too much, man. Too much.
Have you tried Tide Pods?
Yes. You can't use them like that either.
That was a good one. That was good.
That was a painful phone call. Of the Tide.
No deal.
Yeah. So we got a couple things happening in chat. Candy says, hello, family. Hey, Candy. And Becky says, good evening, one and all. Hello, Becky.
Yo.
Glad you're hanging out with us.
That's right.
So do you want to talk about yours? Like I said, mine's like a pity party. So
All right, fine.
you go ahead and talk about yours.
So, anyways, it's been absolutely insane. We dropped. We had to do a pre-recorded show for the Survivor Girl podcast. and
Yes.
we didn't do Sunday. Thank God we had to take the day off finally.
Kind of good, but
Yeah,
I'll get to that
yeah,
on my
You'll
my
get
part.
to that. So, and it's just. I know I always say it's been insanity, but
I can just like clock it. He's gonna say,
but it
it's been
is.
insanity and it's been busy and crazy.
It has because you know how much stuff we do behind
Oh
the
yeah,
scenes and
of course.
everything. So we did pre-production for Mitch's show.
Hmm.
And of course, it's funny as hell, all of the stuff that he does. And this man is a comedic genius. I mean, I don't know who all of our listening audience has been to his show, but if you haven't, you have to go to his show.
You must
it's
go.
this Friday. In fact, we got tickets to give away later.
We do
on.
2 tickets,
So, yeah.
2 winners.
Yeah, 2 winners.
All
we
right,
can do that.
we'll do that.
But no, it's it's so much fun doing pre-production And I know we talk about all of the crazy stuff that we do, especially with the new podcast that we dropped. This is my brain.
Yeah. Good stuff.
So ramping up for that and getting all of the episodes clocked in and pre-recorded and getting all that stuff done. So because I'm an insane person and I don't have enough on my plate,
right.
I started going for my next master's certification for life coaching.
Hey, I haven't even got my first one. Good on you, man.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And I started reading this new book called, it's by Dr. Neil something, and it's dealing with.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I can't pronounce the dude's last name, but anyways,
Oh, okay, I get you.
It's dealing with MSC stem cells. They're like
okay.
the golden cell, and it's incredible. I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast, and he had on Mel Gibson, who is always a hoot.
Barely allowed in Hollywood.
Right.
Barely.
And then he had this doctor, Dr. Neil. And it was cool because apparently Mel Gibson's dad was like knocking on death's door because he broke his hip. And the dude was like 92 years old.
Wow.
Goes and talks to this Dr. Neil. And they go down to Panama City, Panama. And he gets these stem cell injections. And the dude's like 100 years old, running around like a 40-year-old now with pristine health, no wheelchair, none of that stuff. So I started reading this book and I'm going, this is incredible. Why is this not, more distributed and stuff? So it's really interesting. If you get a chance, check it out. It's a really good read talking about, health and stem cells and all that stuff. So, but yeah, that's in essence been the, my week in a
When
nutshell.
you're busy, how do you have time to read?
I do a lot of cruise control, so where I don't have to pay attention while I'm driving.
So is it
Audiobook.
audio? All right.
Just put it on cruise control, and I'm gonna read.
Alexa, read me this fucking book.
Yeah, no joke. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
But yeah, we actually got Mitch's commercial, but we'll get to that a little later. So
All right.
this pity party,
Pity party.
please enlighten
Let's just
us.
say, first off,
Hold
I'm
on,
going.
let's throw up the Hallmark logo
Oh.
on the bottom right.
This
This
week,
look.
First off, I gotta say, I am learning the hard way that make sure you take care of yourself before it turns into an emergency. But sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you don't know really what's all going on. So I had 2 lovely visits to the ER because I was getting blue spots in my vision and I felt like I was gonna hit the tub. Like, oh, that's not good. That's not normal. So the first visit, I got told it was my blood pressure. So, and I'm not thinking so because since my weight loss surgery, I am completely off of blood pressure medication. I don't have to take any of that anymore. My blood pressure's been great. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't think you're right. I don't think you're right at all. So I left the emergency room with that and an antidepressant from this doctor. Yeah. So I was like, yeah. So the next day I'm still feeling crappy. You dropped me off. Like you picked me up, took me because Adam was working a double and I did not tell him until like later on at night that I went because I didn't want him,
we were
leaving.
hanging out in the ER trying to steal like med stuff. It was great.
You were.
I pulled out the
Yeah.
Duck Bill Spreadapus out of the drawer, and I was just like, "Hey Heather," and she's like,
Oh, put
"Yeah,
that back.
the spectrum thing that you pull out."
Yeah, he's like looking through the
Oh,
drawers.
yeah.
He's like, look
couple
at this.
clicks
I'm
down,
like,
and hey,
hello, put that back.
hello.
Like,
Stop
don't
it.
touch that.
Get out of here.
Just
It
don't
was
touch
in
that.
plastic.
It's an eyelash curler. And there was already an eyelash on it.
So yeah, telling him no, get.
What it was.
Caca. So anyway, I got done there. They said it was blood pressure and whatever. And then the next day, I still wasn't feeling good. So I went up to Cass City. I'm like, I'm not going back to Carol. I wasn't impressed. So I went up to Cass City, and he pretty much just read what the other doctor said at the other ER. Came back and told me that, and then says, well, you can do like me. Like, I monitor my blood pressure, and if it gets high, then I'll take a blood pressure medication, like just one pill to bring it down. Like, no, you don't do that.
That's
You're going to
frightening.
seriously screw yourself up. Like, this is a doctor telling me this.
It could stop your heart.
Yeah.
DVM.
I'm like, okay,
Clear.
no, we're not doing this. So I ended up leaving there with still going, yeah,
advice.
this is not my blood pressure. I know it's not. So I started monitoring it at home and it's been great. No issues. Still feeling like crap. And then the next day I started having tooth issues. I'm like, I wonder if that could be why my blood pressure was a little bit high. So I went to my doctor on Tuesday. Finally, I was able to get in. And she's
Dr.
like,
Kim?
yeah, she's like,
Love
no,
her.
it's not your blood pressure. She's like, it is not your blood. She's like, are you gaining weight? And I said, no, I'm losing weight still.
Right.
And she goes, it's not your blood pressure. So she checks in my ears and there's like fluid in my ears. And she's like, well, there's one. And then she looked at my face and I don't know if you can kind of see, I got like a swollen on this side.
The Chippendale thing going
Yep.
on. Not the tripper.
So she goes, well, there's another. And she looks inside my mouth. She's like, yeah, that's swollen too. So I ended up finding out I had ear infection, a toothache, and sinus infection.
And you need a new transmission.
Pretty much, almost. Like, pretty much. Probably.
Oil change.
Probably. Like, I feel like the washers and stuff were just thrown out at the 2 ER visits. You know?
Yeah.
Like Matt was
Yeah.
talking. I got extra
Yeah.
nuts and bolts. So.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's what happened.
But
But
sign the organ donor code.
no,
'Cause usually you end up
they wouldn't
spare
want.
parts.
I can't do any of that
They're
stuff.
not gonna work hard. On
No,
Ah,
no.
shit.
So anyway, I left with a freaking antibiotic to get everything taken care of and tramadol.
All right.
I slept
Dang.
very good.
Did you roofie yourself again?
No, I knew what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
No, I
So you
slept-
did roofie yourself.
So if you roofie yourself and masturbate,
None of that happened.
Is that consensual sex?
I don't know.
I don't know if it is or
I
not.
don't know. We should take a poll.
Nate,
on
write
in
that
the
down. I'm gonna
chat.
try that later
Mm.
tonight.
Just sit on
Interesting.
your hand first. It'll be like a stranger's doing it.
Right up until you pass out.
I do have to say, however,
I'm
I'm like
in the showers tonight.
I'm steering this away from you guys.
Damn
It's
it.
my week, you assholes.
Come on.
My week, my pity party.
The whole self
Fuck
help
off.
thing, we're getting there to the punch.
Yeah.
line.
No.
Self-help, exactly.
But I do have to
Totally
say
get
though,
that.
like Adam is a freaking trooper because I was really freaking whiny.
Why is Nate shaking his hand?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening all
Trying to get
around
the
here.
circulation to go away. He's like, that's a damn good idea. He's sitting on it for like 10 minutes. Sorry.
I do have to say though, he is a trooper. He was very good at making sure I was taken care of and listening to me when I said it's not my blood pressure. He wasn't like, no, take the medicine. He agreed with me. He was like, yeah, no, we're not. Don't do that. So
Now, is he sick? Because you were sick? You had
He's
some infection?
no.
Ear infection?
No.
Contagious?
no,
well,
he's
I
not.
mean, if he's sticking his dick in her ear, I'm sure that would be.
Oh my
Oh, my
god, my dad
Lord.
is here.
Hi,
Hey, Pops.
Dad has made it.
Welcome.
So I'm just gonna go to chat really quick.
Never even heard him coming.
You're right.
Oh,
Becky says it's the only way I can hang out, but thank God I'm here.
man. Oh, man.
This is gonna be a long show. I'm glad
Son,
you're
you
back.
missed me. You
I'm
said it.
glad you're back. So Becky said it's the only way that she can hang out, but thank God she's healing. So she's had good news.
Yes.
We've both
Good
been
news
like
for
freaking
Becky.
hit with all kinds of bullshit.
Can't afford to lose any fans right now.
No. And then my dad says hello, gang. Roll call.
What's up, Pops?
Yo.
Lacey says hello. Lacey Richmond says hello.
Oh, hey,
And,
Lacey, how you
depends
doing?
on if you agreed before you took the meds. LOL. So, hey, Lacey.
Some legal advice on that.
That's right.
So, yeah, so that was my week.
So
Pity
did you
party.
agree to take the meds?
No. Obviously not. If you were listening to my story,
They got a
Savannah.
little sidetrack
Oh.
there.
we haven't even gotten to talk about Lydia being here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Lydia.
Hey.
Lydia's here.
How's it hanging out? How are you doing?
How's it hanging out?
Fantastic. I am absolutely
I'm
fantastic.
super sweaty now.
Got her all worked up.
I think it's the meds leaving.
Tramadol, here I come.
It's the roofies, man.
No, I know you brought that up because I did one time accidentally. What the frick did I take? A Benadryl
Benadryl.
and a Norco.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, it was
No.
horrible. Horrible. I talk about you a lot on the show, by the way.
You do.
About how you changed my life.
Oh.
Tequila,
With
way.
tequila nights. Yeah, I have talked about you. Becky says hi, Lydia.
Hi, Becky. I'm
I've
glad
talked-
you're feeling better.
Wow.
Oh,
What a way to start the show, right?
yeah,
I like to change lives with tequila.
you did. You told me that beforehand. You were like, "This will change your life."
Oh, man.
I believe everybody that tells me that now. Like, I totally do. I totally do. That night was.
That was fun.
Yep. Yep. I will not drink with you ever again.
Come on.
I'm just saying.
I'll drink
I
with
laid
you.
that you laid that gauntlet down, and I laid the other one. I was like, yeah, no, not doing
I
it.
like to set the bar pretty high.
You did. I was trying
All
to keep
bars.
up. Mm-mm. I could not
No
keep up.
way.
Will not
Right.
ever try to keep up with Lydia. Anybody else, go ahead if you think you're man enough.
Cheers.
Here's to
No.
you.
No,
So no round 2?
no round 2.
Oh,
I can't anyway.
man.
Even if I wanted to, like, yeah, I can sniff a cap and be drunk now, so it's kind of
We
pointless.
should just stick to cocaine.
I do not do cocaine.
It will not mess
Do
with
not
your
partake in
stomach.
the sugar booger stuff. No,
It's a great weight loss
That's a
program.
Colombian
that is
cold,
not what
man.
happened.
Devil's dandruff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, Becky, you're funny. She says, let's talk about tequila.
Okay. So,
Tequila and pickle.
pickle juice.
That is what we
Tequila
had.
and pickle juice shots.
I've had that.
Oh, man.
Did
it's
you know
delicious.
that Leon was dumping him over his shoulder?
Yes.
I did not know this.
I didn't know it at the time, but I found out
Out
later.
Mm-hmm.
That's shady.
That it was
You don't do
shady.
that,
Trust
man.
issues,
I
yeah.
did not dump them over my shoulder.
I did not dump a single one.
Neither did I.
No.
Oh, when I tell a story, I talk about how I go back into the house and I see him because all of the nature is trying to kill him, so he's
Yes.
using his breathing treatment, and I'm looking at him and I'm like, man, you don't look good. And I'm telling him this,
Yes.
and he's like, I can't understand anything that you're saying at all.
Well, no, because she's standing there and she, how's and I'm like, what?
In my
Are you
head, it
okay?
did not sound like that.
Are you okay, little buddy? How's
Okay, to be fair, that was the first time I ever got that drunk in my life.
She was so hammered, Thor couldn't pick her
I'm
up.
so happy I was there for it. Makes me so proud.
bad.
How
You
long
probably
ago
heard me
was this?
crying. I was 34, so yeah, too long ago.
She popped her inebriation cherry.
Yeah.
Goes the weasel.
Well, it was just I used to drink a lot actually. I don't
Me
know,
too.
but I don't know. Just could not hold up to that.
See, that's why you have to come down to the man cave with us.
I think it'd be a blast.
Go drink everybody else under the table, guys. She's coming for you.
I'm a seasoned veteran.
That's right.
Gonna get you drunk.
Do some shots of Fireball before the band goes
Oh
on.
man. My upbringing was very interesting. My dad, as soon as I turned 18, I was his drinking buddy. He was so excited. Oh yeah.
I understand now.
My bedroom was in the basement and there was a bar right outside my bedroom door.
Nice.
Fully stocked all the time. And I'd come home from work and my dad would already be sitting at the bar like, welcome home. What are you doing?
Nostrovia.
Nice driveway.
Yes. So, for those of you that don't know, Lydia was actually our first guest that we ever had on Don't Make Us
Yes.
Weird. So it's been a
Yeah.
long time. since you've
long
been
She
on.
was here for one other episode. Do you remember it?
She was?
Yes.
I'm sorry. When was it?
The first time Finnegan's Cross came on.
Oh, that one didn't go on though. That's
Uh-huh.
why I don't remember.
We had
Yeah.
a sound problem.
We
I
did have
remember.
a sound problem. So
Yep.
yes, I remember that now. However, nobody else knows about it. 'cause
So
it never
for
happened.
112 episodes later, welcome back,
I'm
Lydia.
Thank you for joining us.
I think it's so awesome that you guys have come this far and this has become that big. And
I'm thankful people are still listening after last week.
Oh, God.
all
There are
around me are
nipples, too.
familiar
Yes.
faces.
Yes. No, it was interesting last week.
Yeah,
But we're
it
glad to
was-
have
I'm gonna
you.
listen to it on
I'm
the
so
way
glad to
home.
be here.
Oh, don't.
I'm
Don't,
gonna
You're-
please.
you're-
doing it.
that-
Oh God.
That is an hour and a half you'll never get back.
I only got a 40-minute drive.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
fast forward to the end when it's over. You'll really appreciate
I
that.
re-listened to some of the Matt show. That one was funny. I had to re-listen to the Sour Cream Kid.
The sour cream kid.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was great.
I know we
Tell
keep
him.
bringing it up because it was just funny how he was talking about his jobs, that he was a lunch lady,
Oh, yeah.
and he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
he was the sour cream and salsa guy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And the little kids would come up like from kindergarten, their trays would be over their head, and he'd be like, "Do you want sour cream or salsa?" And and the kid would be like, "Yes, I love sour cream." That whole part was so funny. So I've listened to it.
That's
I don't
funny.
know how many times.
That was a good episode,
That
though.
was a good
It was a great
episode.
episode. It was a lot of fun.
Really positive dude too.
Yeah, I like when that happens. I like positivity.
I know, right? I don't
I
wanna
like
s-
train wrecks and
helps.
carnage.
I know you do.
Speaking of that, we have
Ooh.
a the theme music for Mr. O'Neill's Neighborhood we're going to drop tonight.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Finally, after we've been talking about it since the beginning of season 3, which how many
Yeah.
shows ago was it? I don't
I'm
know.
gonna be like Lieutenant Joe Kenda with these stories. I'm gonna run out of them.
Love that.
I
I was
doubt
only a
that.
kid so many times. What happens when I'm out of stories?
Well,
You
I
gotta be
mean,
an asshole as a teenager and
lie.
an adult.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's more.
I got
There's
some
gotta be
bad
more.
shit. I don't
See?
even want to talk about.
Well, I
I
mean, we
don't
can
wanna wake
change
them up.
names.
It's called Don't Make This
There you
Weird
go.
for a
Because
reason.
there's a
Chris.
karma guy up there checking me
Oh,
off. And I feel like I'm like this, and I want to remind him and be like, oh, yeah. Forgot about that. How about leukoplakia? I think it's some horrible fucking disease. Or something.
It's okay, Chris. You're a recovering Catholic.
They remember that, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Shade.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
So yeah, we got that. We do have. Can you go ahead and play Mitch's?
Oh, yeah. Give me 2 seconds. to pull it up.
Promo.
Talk amongst yourselves.
No,
No.
I need agitation.
All right, here's the new promo and for Mitch's Get a Room Comedy Club and his podcast.
Hi, this is Mitch from Mitch Gill's Get a Room Comedy Club. My next stand-up comedy show is October 26th, 8 p.m. at Brentwood Lanes in Cairo, with special guest Perry Shahal, Steve Smargon as feature, and headliner Bob Phillips, as heard on Sirius XM Radio.
Wow, Bob Phillips is seriously on Sirius XM Radio? Seriously?
Yes, Robert, you're an unpaid intern. You have no place in this promo.
Come on, give me a break. I'm just trying to help out here.
Tickets are $15, available at the Brentwood, or you can call me, 810-441-4710, and I'll meet you in a dark alley to sell you tickets.
You were going to a dark alley with a stranger?
Well, sure I would.
Oh, you were crazy, Mitch.
Some proceeds to Cairo Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by Woody's Motel in Cairo. See you October 26th at the Brentwood. Follow Mitch Gill's Get a Room Comedy Club on Facebook.
Come on, Mitch, you gotta let me help out with this promo.
Okay, Robert, why don't you tell people about Mitch's Fake Radio podcast?
All right, Mitch, here we go. Okay, why don't you tune into Mitch's Fake Radio podcast right here on the internet. Every last Monday of the month at 8 o'clock.
Oh, my God.
Hear all kinds of fake crap. Nothing is real. It's all fake. How was that? Was that good?
No, it was terrible. That's the worst display of broadcast talent I've ever heard in my entire life.
Crying out loud. I can't believe you said that. You are so rude.
Did you say wooed?
Yes, with a capital R.
That's Mitch's Fake Radio podcast on YouTube. Please subscribe and click the notification bell so you know when the next episode drops. You might hear more Wobbert, the unpaid intern.
Wait a minute. You mean I'm not getting paid?
Mitch Gill's Get a Room Comedy Club and Mitch's Fake Radio are for adult audiences only.
God.
Rude.
Mr. Mitch. Mr. Mitch.
So, listeners, you have a chance to win 2 tickets.
That's
I'm gonna
right.
put those up. You're gonna have to help me out tomorrow with these tickets because
I'll do my best.
I will be doing
Show
that.
up to the show, you'll get your damn ticket.
There's only 2 available.
First 2 there.
That's
First
right.
2.
Here,
Oh,
hold on, let me grab the tickets. They're right here.
got the tickets.
Oh.
Becky heard it. She's laughing her fucking ass off.
So yeah,
2
there's the-
tickets available for
tickets.
tomorrow night. No,
Why
not
was
tomorrow
our
night.
camera blurry?
Saturday night.
Saturday night. Yeah, ticket.
It
number
looks good
1
on my
to come to.
phone, just so you know. I don't
All right.
know why it's just on there. But
Can
yeah,
you make
Saturday
mine
night.
blurry?
No,
Hook me
No.
up with a blur, would you?
put
You
that
just-
special filter on.
Yeah, there you go.
I look, majestic. No?
And porcelain and creepy.
Right, right.
I'm just glad there's not any fucking animal features on our heads.
No, no.
It's so retarded.
All of those
my
filters.
God.
Oh, it drives me insane.
With the little stupid fucking nose. It's like
The ears and the tongue sticking out. Like, why?
the puppy ears and shit. And it's
Giant
just
eyeballs.
Selfie after selfie after selfie. It's such an unhealthy obsession.
Yeah.
Y'all look like aliens.
Yeah, that's weird.
You like me now? How about now? How about now?
Do I look good with big fucking anime eyes?
Why,
No.
yes.
Big enemy eyes.
Wait till you see me in real life.
Where do you go missing? And they're like, all right, so she's 5'3", she has a tail. And
And she looks
ears,
like Schmeagol.
and We don't have one without the
Stupid
filter.
habit.
Hold on. She's a fox on this one. Hold on, we got a rabbit.
The duck.
Fish shoot. Oop, bathroom selfie.
What was it that Mitch said? They're like all looking like they're looking for cereal.
Well, it's the fat chick chin trick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know what it is.
Absolutely.
They do. They say they get the same pose every time. It's like
That works.
Hold on.
Always from the top down.
No
never from the
wonder
bottom up.
everybody's always trying to go through and call Chinatown. Jesus.
They're all out of chins.
Yeah. I know.
Chins.
Got
Need to
Timothy.
grow this out more.
Got Timothy Michael joining us. He says this is my brain transplant here.
Yeah. What's up, Tim? How you doing,
Yeah.
brother?
Cool. This is not the same. Hope you like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
We thrive on dumpster fires.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Pretty much.
It's like the difference between like church and a trailer park on a hot summer Saturday night.
And one of the trailers is on fire.
Yes.
Gabpaw Mall.
Trailer fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that aluminum.
Happier than a tornado in a trailer park. Hey!
Y'all
he's
wanna
trying
come
to
over
say.
for fire?
It goes up quick in here.
Goes up quick.
So with it being October, does anybody have any like parties they're going to for Halloween? Anything else going on? Decorate? Are we too old for this?
Maybe.
I want to be too old for this. I love
Never,
Halloween.
Me too.
I love Halloween.
Never too old.
I
For
will
Halloween.
love Halloween.
I really love it.
I give up. I'm on a hiatus until I have some grandkids or something. I don't know. I'm in between.
I've heard that's the reward you get for not killing your teenagers.
This.
Grandkids?
Yes.
More
So-
grass cutters.
Nice.
Get out there and mow the lawn.
Swatting at flies and bees and shit.
I don't know if my dad's still listening or not, but I remember being a kid and like, go out and mow the lawn. I'm like, all right. I got bored and just started doing all kinds of different shapes and shit. in
Doing
the
figure
lawn.
eights in the lawn.
My mom was like, no, no, you are not allowed. I didn't understand.
I mowed my fucking grass before I could start it. They'd start it for me and they'd hand it to me and shit, and then they get pissed when my little fucking 6-year-old hands would have to let go because I couldn't stand it. It was at like 2 acres. Then they get pissed and have to come start the lawnmower again. 2 minutes later, I'd let go, so here would come one of the fucking lazy people again. They're like, here! They tie a wash rag on the fucking clipper down. They're like, that ought to keep them good.
It's self-propelled, so it's pulling you
Yeah.
across the
I'm
lawn.
getting drugged, something snagged in it and shit.
Just walk faster.
This place sucks. Catholics are terrible. I'm telling Father Max von Filio.
Oh.
Oops.
Lydia's
There goes the Asian. We got an Asian down.
Man.
Medic.
We broke the Asian.
Lydia is legitly concerned over this. She's like, oh,
She's all bummed out.
oh, he's got more. He's
I
had so
know.
many bad experiences growing up Catholic.
Yes.
Oh God.
Which is funny because smoking the nun is not the worst one.
That's not
No.
the worst thing I've done in my life.
Smoking the nun.
Oh, yeah.
Go on.
Tell this story, Chris.
I was playing tag with a friend after school. We had to stay over to decorate for some dance or something stupid. I don't remember. We were running, chasing each other around the halls. We made a 3-level school, and there was a stairwell to each end. It was just a rectangle, and we were just chasing each other. And I look behind me, and here comes fucking Aaron. He's flying, and I'm like, through the steel door open and the stair corridor, and I fucking blasted like a fucking 64-year-old nun.
Oh
And
God.
she was like 90 pounds.
Oh.
She went.
I
Oh,
believe
God.
I
Down
can
like 3
fly.
steps. Broke her hip. I think I retired her at it. Yeah, you can't have a broken hip at 63 when you're built like a fucking 8-year-old. You can't recover from that.
Doesn't work out.
It's like the last stage of osteoporosis.
Would that be the O'Neill syndrome?
Yes. That's where I got my claim to fame. Every time somebody says it, I get a quarter.
Oh man.
But yeah, Sister Chris.
Yeah.
True story. She's a music teacher. I liked her too. It's terrible. I hated every other one but her.
Of course, I had to
That
be
was
the
the
one.
I had to kill. Kill all that I love.
Oh God.
So you don't love us, right?
Nope.
Yeah,
Cool.
don't love.
All right, no love.
No
Sweet.
love.
No love from Chris.
Safe.
We're safe. We are good.
Please don't blast me with a door.
Yeah, no, it was really unfortunate. I got booted. I had to go to school with normal people. It was really weird.
That sucks.
Was it better after?
After I stopped wearing my school uniform to public school, yeah. It turned out all right. My mom was from the 30s. It was just a whole nother fucking thing.
That's where you got most of the stories for Mr. O'Neill's neighborhood.
That's
isn't it?
why we have most of the stories. Oh, Denise is like, she chimes in. She's like, tell him about the teeth.
Oh, okay.
Is this the story that we have to do?
No,
here?
no, this is
Okay.
a side note.
All right,
After
side
that.
note. Here we go.
So I don't
Cliff
know what
notes.
was wrong with my mom. I mean, I thought she was cool, but
I love it
Looking
when
back,
stories start like
I'm
that.
not entirely sure I was always safe. So I used to take my own teeth out when I was a kid. Like I
geez.
would pull my own teeth because my mom and my grandma had some sick fucking Nazi torture fucking fetish with ripping my teeth out.
Ugh.
What?
And it was like a headlock and a sticky wet wash rag, and they would get your teeth out. I mean, they would last longer. They had more endurance. So,
Whoa.
like, I would immediately pull out all my teeth. Like, I wouldn't let them know they were wiggling. I wouldn't get caught wiggling them in a room because they'd be after you with the stinky wet washcloth.
Wow.
That's so
Wow.
cheap.
Horrible.
It was always the washer that sat for like 4 hours.
Uh,
We'll use that rag. It's kind of dirty anyway. That was the mentality. Oh,
So
we
you-
ripped his bottom jaw off. We need some aloe vera over here.
some of that salve.
There's some of the salve on it. Breaking it off a live plant's got dirt and shit on it.
Throw some whiskey on it and walk it off, right?
I never got whiskey. It's like ginger root, honey, and aloe.
And a little Windex.
This will cure anything. I broke my
Little
arm.
Windex in
Get some
there.
aloe vera on it. A wet washcloth.
My friend's dad was always like, walk it off or make a sandwich. Those were his two answers for whatever happened.
That's a fucked up sandwich with a
Walk
broken
it
arm.
off.
You're just like,
Make
Try
a
to butter it with your thumb.
right? Hold the bread.
Pinning it with your elbow.
It's all
and
stuck
shit.
to your elbow and shit. Just
I
trying to-
figured out while you're talking about your stories with your mom and stuff. I think that's what my dad tunes in. He's like, wonder what she's gonna say. What kind of stories is she gonna tell about me? Just kidding. Sasha's joining in. She says, "Hello, troublemakers."
Mhm.
Oh, yes.
I am at it.
I was gonna say, yeah, Chris more than us.
No, we're.
You don't have any cool stories.
Oh, I just haven't shared them yet. And besides, that's
Mhm.
Chris's stick. I'm not gonna rain
Oh,
on that.
Don't
Yeah.
take your shticks. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how that went.
I mean, trust me, Mr. O'Neill's neighborhood sounds way better than Mr. Bradley's neighborhood. Really? Come on.
True. It
Gross.
does. You're right.
It's the apostrophe.
See?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it is.
Mhm. You can make it shaped like a teardrop.
That's right.
Good.
In the
Write that down.
arms of an angel.
Oh man.
Oh,
Great stuff.
fuck.
Kick a baby possum.
Yeah. The whole baby kicking business.
Oh God.
So I have a friend who has, I'll throw out some props to my boy Spencer McDonald. His band Silver Lining
Mhm.
Yeah.
is playing Saturday night at the Masonic Temple in Bay City.
Oh, cool.
Oh
They're
shit.
having a big old Halloween soiree.
Cool.
Very
Starts
cool.
at 7. I'm not sure what time they go on, but to my understanding, they're pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to check them out yet.
I've heard about them.
But I do want to go check him out, and he's a really cool dude. I worked with him at Staples.
Okay, yeah, I
He's pretty
remember.
fucking far out, dude.
Cool.
And he was over, and he showed me some acting and production video stuff they've been doing.
What?
Yeah, he's
Nice.
doing. He did a commercial for some band rig thing that goes in the back of your van, and you like roll it out. It's on like rollers, and it like locks in place. It's got like all your fucking instruments on it.
No
What?
shit.
It drops down, and you just carry this cart with all your shit on it.
Oh,
Dude.
that's
Really
awesome.
cool, and he did a commercial for it. He did it was like all like cheesy and shit. It had like the tink, little stuff on the tooth and shit.
Awesome.
But he did a fucking marvelous job.
Really?
It was great. He did a really good job. So
We got to
cool.
get him on the show. Man.
I'm trying. We're gonna talk about it Saturday if I go out east.
Dude, that's
Awesome.
awesome.
Trying to get it together, but they
Hell
like
yeah.
rock. They don't really have. I don't know if they have an acoustic get up or whatever.
Yeah,
so
well,
they
I
do
mean,
like
we've
other
had
stuff.
full rock bands in the studio before.
I think we can. We
Just had to
pull it
move
off.
some shit around.
Yeah, I'm gonna bug them. I'm gonna get them to come on,
Yeah.
and then Greta Van Fleet. I'll start with
Gotta
Silver
work on
Lining,
it.
and then we'll get Greta Van Fleet.
That would be really cool.
That would
I
be fun.
remember seeing Greta Van Fleet and Frankenmuth when they were really, really young. They just looked like a bunch of babies up there.
Yeah.
And it was a free concert, donations, BYOB. And I was just blown away. Like, they sounded just like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
Insane.
And now look at them. They're
Look at them.
Yeah, they're
Everywhere.
we
killing
need some
That's
new stuff
awesome.
though. Come on, guys.
it. Yeah, it's already been, what, 6 months since they put out
Yeah.
their last record?
Yeah,
Right?
don't get forgotten.
No, it was crazy
Yeah.
because we went and seen them at St. Andrews Hall. And, oh my God, it was insane. I mean, we're
It's
like,
so fun. Now to try to get tickets,
oh God.
forget it.
Yeah,
Good luck.
it was freaking awesome. Ian actually went out to Red Rock
Oh, did he?
in Colorado and saw him out there 2 nights in a row. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. That's a
But he
killer
knows,
venue
like
to do,
he,
too.
he knows the ins
But
and
he
the
fangirls
outs.
over him, so anytime
Well,
they're doing
well,
a show,
he
they're
knows them.
He does what?
fangirls.
Fangirls.
Yeah. Greta Van Fleet.
Oh, fangirl, fangirl,
Fangirl. What am I looking
You want to
at?
read the chat?
Sure. Where'd you leave off at?
I think it's Jeff that.
Oh, El Jefe.
Yeah.
He said, "My story is I was brainwashed by Puritans. You people are too funny. I love it."
Right.
You know, it's funny. Fun fact. Actually, do you know why the Pilgrims stopped at Plymouth Rock?
Why?
Because they were out of fresh water. It was the first beer run. I shit you not.
Fabulous.
Look it up.
I believe that.
Christians so uptight, England kicked him out, and they made the first beer run. So yeah, they had to stop and distill water or do whatever it was to make beer because, well, you can't exactly drink salt water because it
No,
doesn't
you
work
can't.
out so well
No.
for you.
No.
But yeah, it's the first beer run. Seriously, look it up. It's actually quite humorous.
We're yelling at each other. Hey, we gotta pull over.
Got the one guy off
That
the
also
back.
happens.
It's got
Yeah.
the old mason jar pissing off the end of the boat. Think we're out.
That was
Yeah,
us.
total
Pull
bummer.
over. I gotta throw up. We're almost to your house. No, pull over. I gotta throw up. So horrible.
Here? Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Good, you're in your driveway now, you asshole.
I had a buddy puke in a Beretta that I had. And he threw up so
Oh.
bad in the car, I cleaned it up and took it to Labadee and traded it in.
Yep.
That's a fucking true story. I traded in a Beretta for a Cutlass Supreme.
They're all talking about it. Something died in that Beretta.
That's true.
Oh,
That
man,
is a fucking true story.
I shot Marvin in the face, man.
Yup. I was like, ooh. I woke up the next morning. I was like, oof. It was all sour. I fucking hit it with some I Love My Carpet. Fucking vacuumed it up. Smell came through again. I hit it the next day with some more. I used the whole thing of I Love My Carpet over like a 5-day period. I was like, this isn't going to work. What are you getting for that Cutlass?
Mark that one on the karma list.
Yeah. Yup.
Hey, those detail guys get paid quite a mint to go through making
I don't
cars.
know how they-
Amazing.
I don't know what they did with that. They probably just took it to the crusher or a priest. 'Cause it was bad.
We're gonna call this one totaled.
Oh man, I had another experience like that with vomit. Why are we talking about this? Anyway, my friend Robbie, he got me drunk on some bullshit. I don't remember, like Wild Irish Rose or some terrible kid
Oh,
fucking
God.
liquor.
Oh.
Got all smashed. We got upstairs in his room and he was sleeping on something and I was sleeping on another bed. I think he had two beds in his room. Then the room was all spinny when I was laying down and I grabbed the corner of the mattress and pulled it up and puked my guts out and he went to the bathroom. like in between.
Oh.
I heard about it like 2 weeks later. He's like, man, when you were up in my room, did you puke? No, man. Didn't fucking puke. He's like, somebody puked. And my mom came in and put my laundry away and smelled it. He was a black kid. He's like, it was all fucking moldy and sticky and shit. He's like, now my room's all fucked up.
That's so gross.
Horrible.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a fucking true story.
You bold-faced lied to him.
Sorry, Rob. I was like, yeah, no, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
Damn birds.
I had that happen drinking over at a friend's house. We were all of us underage over there hanging out. And me and my one friend were just out on the lawn laying there drunk, happy to be out there. We knew what was up. We didn't want him going inside. My one friend come out and she's like, you guys need to come in. I'm like, all right, I don't really want to move. This is not a good idea.
No.
I'm telling you now.
Not gonna end well.
So she gets me up to her room and she's like, I'm just going to let you sleep in here. Don't worry about it. I'm just like, this is not good. I said, you have a trash can? Yeah, it's right there. I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea. So she's like, you're going to be fine. So she leaves and she had like one of those like wooden trash cans where it just has the handle bag that holds onto it. I'm like, oh God, this is going to be horrible. It's pitch black in there. I can't see. I ended up getting sick. Threw up in it. I was so proud of myself. I was like, I made it in the trash. And I'm yelling downstairs to her, letting her know that I actually was successful. She comes up and she's like, here's a toothbrush. She's like, it's all brand new in the box. She's like, here you go. Thanks for
I'm
looking
gonna
out
never
for
want to
me.
drink again. Pretty sure I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
No
good on
way.
that. Then I went to Cedar Point after that because I used to get like motion sickness, but I was good after that because I didn't have anything in my stomach. So I went and rode all the rides.
Sure.
It's wonderful.
It's gangster.
I can't do that stuff these days.
See, Denise, you just gotta purge and then hop on the ride.
Day.
Got it.
Back in the day.
No, just get really high so you can't tell whether you're going up or down. And you're just like,
Nope, that doesn't help either because that happened that day also.
Denise absolutely fucking hates roller coasters.
I'm not a fan.
We
either.
went to Cedar Point this year, and she rode one with me in the morning when we got there, and that was it. Ready to go by 9:30 a.m.
Yeah, that's why I like the, water
first
rides.
The water ones are fun.
Yeah.
Did you? The first one that we rode, I never rode it before. I'm like, it don't look too bad. We got on it. It was like 90 million miles per hour. Denise gets off. One eye is over here. One eye is over here. She's got a boob out of place and shit, stumbling off the ride. She was like, oh no.
You gotta do that when she took a drink. There's another karma check off on you, buddy.
I hate it when you get a boob out of
She
place.
got deboobed on a roller coaster.
Not again.
Yep,
Every
didn't
time.
go well.
You're like junkyard dogs. You got to keep them on a leash. They're wandering all over the neighborhood.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I got one in my armpit.
Yep. It's like waking up with the tank top on and got a boob over here. That's what happens to me.
I know, right? I mean, you see these things? They're hard to fucking keep track of. Jesus.
Oh God.
So I keep myself from falling out of bed.
They're like sandbags, just kind of.
Got the
They're
pillow in
waterproof
between.
too.
It sucks when you roll over and smack yourself in the face with it, though. Jesus.
When you get a hair in your mouth.
Right.
I don't know how that happened.
What's even happening?
Where did the hair come from?
It doesn't matter.
I'll tell you when you're older.
I think it does.
You've never seen a cat drink milk?
Oh Lord.
Down, kitty.
No, I'm kidding.
Pussy galore. Yes.
Oh, shit.
Well, that roller coaster story got out of hand real quick.
It really did.
Where are we again? Where do we leave off? What page
They're
are we
in some
on?
other junction. I don't know what's
I feel
happening.
like I'm in high school again. I wasn't paying attention.
Nate is
My
drooling
turn to
over
read.
here, dying.
We broke the Asian again.
It's all fun and games until somebody loses a boob.
Yeah.
Underprivileged, don't know what that feels like.
It's like sitting on your balls when you're in a hurry in the summer.
Dude, I fucking hate that shit.
Yep.
So I had a cousin. He's like, dude, wear boxers. It's freeing. I'm like, all right, cool. So I legitimately give it a shot. I fucking hated wearing boxers because every time I sat down, I sat on my shit. I'm like, oh, motherfucker. And he's like, what? I'm like, I'm wearing fucking boxers. So that's when I went back to Grape Smugglers.
Yeah. Nope, I won't do grape smugglers. I'll risk it. You just got to sit different, kind of bow-legged.
Not to call Adam out, but this happened the other day. He sat down on the couch and he like made this really weird
Yeah.
adjustment and face thing, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "What? I just sat on my nuts."
Yeah.
I was like, "I don't know this. I'm
You have to
not
do
from
it
your
mannequin.
world."
One will like stick to your thigh and the other one will pull down.
Oh God.
It just seems like the ingenuity there or whatever. It just
Yeah, it's
doesn't
terrible.
seem
No.
doesn't seem correct.
When you sit and it sounds like busted Oreos, it's probably not a good idea.
Mhm.
Not making dirt cake.
I'm
Yeah.
just, well, if you sit down hard enough, you'll, oh, fuck.
Nope, don't know this.
Squish your balls and shit your pants. Way to go.
Man, that is karma for some bad shit.
That is. Wow.
Yeah,
So now you guys know about that.
Yep.
it's a
yep.
thing.
Cruising along.
Ain't all great being a dude.
No, it's not.
No.
Especially when you have kidney stones.
Oh.
Or as
Dick
Heather referred,
bullets.
dick bullets, yeah.
Oh man.
Bullets.
Oh man.
4.5 millimeters can bring a grown ass man to
I've
his
seen. I've
face.
seen. And I'm the weird one. I was like, I want to see it.
I
It
do
was
the same
his.
thing.
Yeah, because it was weird. Like, this guy will not let you drive, even when he's going through that. I was like, just let me drive.
Nope.
Like, they just gave you medicine. Just let me drive you. He's like,
Yeah.
take me to Lapeer. I'm actually driving. I'm like, all
Well,
right.
Here's the thing. In my defense, I was trying to focus on anything other than the pain. Because it's like Freddy Krueger and Wolverine fighting in my
Can't use
kidneys.
that.
Oh, God, it was horrendous, which was great because when I went to the ER here, the nurse was like, well, I've passed 2 kidney stones and I've had 7 children. I'd rather have 7 more children. And I'm
Wow.
going, no, I'm not a fan of either. So,
I don't want either.
I mean, Dilaudid's great
Yeah.
when it kicked
You're
in.
just like hitting the button.
Give me more. Well, it sucked because, okay, so Dilaudid's one of those things that as soon as they're done pushing the plunger thing down, any normal person's like, clouds. Me? No, like an hour and 45 minutes later, it finally kicks in.
Whoa.
And
Yeah.
then
Wow.
it lasts for maybe half an hour. And I'm like, can I get some more of that stuff? Because it was great. They're like, no, we can only give you it every 4 hours. So I'm dying. I'm like, how they're calling back
Can
It
you
was
give me
bad.
something else?
It was bad watching.
No.
Do you
watching
have
him.
anything
in?
else?
No.
Yeah.
Nope. Well, I mean, they gave me the maximum amount of morphine that they could give a person at the local stab and slab shop here.
Mhm.
And so you guys know where the hospital is compared to my house. I get to my road from the hospital, which is like maybe half a block. All of it had already worn off. So I'm walking from the end of my road to my driveway, and I'm just like, oh, this sucks. So yeah, I laid on the couch for like 4 or 5 hours and finally called Heather. I'm like, I need to
Yeah.
go to Lapeer. I'm dying. Ugh.
Yep.
Way to
It
go,
was crazy.
Carol.
Never had the
Here.
pleasure.
It was
You-
crazy.
You're not missing much. Of course, when the stone finally made its exit, it wasn't a typical color. It was black and red.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Oh.
So like I said, I was like, I want to see because it was in a strainer thing.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'd want to see it.
Which
I'd
I
be
think
curious.
that there was some sort of like punk thing going on because my urologist's name was Mansour. You can't make this shit up.
And you're
Like
pissing red kidney stones?
red,
Red
and
and
black
black.
kidney stones. Because he's like, well, hey, what do you do for a living? I'm like, I'm a musician, doing all of this other crazy stuff. And he's like, how rock and roll is that? You got a black and red kidney stone. And I'm going, funny, doc.
You should have made a ring out of it and gave it to your
I-
love interest.
Rather not. I'm pretty sure it broke everything in there because.
I sold my dick after
But he was
that.
just like,
I don't even want it no more, man. Just give me one of them
don't want
straws there.
no wonder why afterward you were like, all right, let's go.
got a
I'm done.
sheet.
It's out. Let's go.
I got a shiwi and a bush.
I stole that blanket from there too.
Yes, you did.
Those are the good blankets.
It was a blue one. Like you don't ever see those. I'm like,
Like
yeah.
the super heavy ones. Oh my god, they have the best blankets.
Yeah, I told them
Like
I
you
wanted
paid for it.
scrubs, so I was like, fuck that. Because I had those stupid gowns, and I'm just like, give me a pair of scrubs. I don't give a shit. Yeah. So, yeah.
Got a couple things in chat.
Oh,
Sasha
no.
says, "Am I the only one over here who spit their water out?"
Which part?
No, it was back when you were talking about the boobs, the side, the boob coming
Side
out.
boob and wardrobe
And then, yeah, Timothy Michael said, "Moob struggles and the downside of the boxer segment
Yes.
of this show, brought to you by." Oops,
Over the shoulder boulder holders.
oops! I squished my nuts and shit myself.
Yep.
And glitter babies.
Crazy
It's a cute
Titties
cake, love.
Incorporated.
We're gonna get along great.
Well, I had to think of those quick because we are not sponsored. However, if you would like to sponsor,
Yeah.
we're not going to go into that. So, yeah.
Sponsored by Gravity.
And crunched Oreos.
Yep.
And dirt cake.
Totally.
Nobody
Scrambled
does it
eggs.
like Sarah.
Oh.
Fuck you, Betty Crocker. That's all I'm gonna say.
Betty, you bitch.
You'd be like, oh, what the hell was the chick that did all the butter?
Paula Dean.
Paula Dean.
Paula Dane.
No.
That's right.
Oh, no, that was a
She-
Wesson.
lots of
radio.
butter.
That's right.
All kinds of butter.
That chicken looked good in them Wesson commercials.
Oh yeah, man.
Remember?
Yeah.
That blonde hair.
Crisco West.
Brady
Oh, no,
looking
the
bitch.
oil. Yeah.
Might have been the Brady bitch.
Nostalgia from the 80s.
Of course, then you have
Watching.
Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg cooking up some brownies.
Martha Stewart is gangster.
Dude.
That chick's straight up.
Yeah, she's getting
gangster.
boned by Snoop Dogg. You know he likes a thick blonde. He's been all up in that. He has,
Put shizzle, my
for
nizzle.
sure.
And she
Crafting.
said, "That's just delightful."
No, Martha Stewart. Probably Paula Dean, too. Snoop's old. He's like 60. You know the rappers. Some dude's got like a 15-year range.
Right.
What'd you say? Absolutely. She'd be like stuffing the chicken and shit. She'd be like, here's the peanut oil.
Oh, God.
We're going to do a turducken. Go get Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Iced tea.
Some iced tea, yeah.
Oh.
Next thing you know, you go on Pornhub and
There it is.
no way. DVDA with Martha Stewart. I hope somebody Googles that because nobody's Googled that before. I want
That's
that
right.
entry.
Totally.
I'll be the first.
Oh, man. I'm not Googling it.
Just do Pornhub Martha Stewart split roasted. See
No,
what shows up.
no, not ever. No human should ever see that.
Snoop Dogg and his snow bunny.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Try my tasty muffins.
Yeah.
Craft.
They're all edible and shit.
Kind of craft together.
You know it's
Bejeweled.
hot out here for a pimp.
It's really not, is it?
Did you find
No
it?
entries? Did they find it? I'm really surprised.
That shit so
read
needs
Tim's,
stopping. What do we got
We
here?
could
his
do like
last
a
one.
Oh, it's the last one.
spin of like celebrity death match.
Separate
with
tech.
this.
Those men's undies are with those men's undies with the hole in the pouch. You seen those? Yeah, that's like carry-on luggage. Jesus.
Sorry, sir. That's gonna be $35 a bag.
Becky said Snoop Dogg's only 48. Are you fucking serious?
No, he's not. He was 48 when I was 17. He was old as shit back then. 48? No.
Wow. I liked old chocolate when I was a teenager then.
I'm telling you, he was smooth, man.
No. You want to know smooth? Fucking Barry
Some
White
gin and juice.
and
Laid
Marvin
back.
Gaye and then Quincy Jones.
He is only 48.
Quincy
Yeah,
Jones.
he is
Your
48.
secret
Let's see how old
God.
Martha
Wait.
is.
Just turned 48. It was the 20th of October.
No
His
shit.
birthday. Happy
Wow.
birthday, Snoop Dizzle.
So how old is Martha Stewart? Like 78?
78. All right.
What?
We got some problems in my theory.
Oh, Snoop's trying to catch that, Social Security check from Martha
I'm
Stewart.
sure.
Oh,
He's like, damn, I gotta go see Martha. My phone's off again.
I need that handicap pocket, yo.
Yo, Martha.
My phone bill's due.
My phone bizzle.
Shit, it's coming up on tax season.
Go see Miss Brady, yo.
That's so funny. Holy shit.
Today we're going to learn how to make a shank.
You got to put it in that.
What were you saying
brownie
about
mix.
celebrity death match and what?
Oh my God, that was
Yeah,
such
we
a
gotta
great
do
video.
like celebrity gangbangs with like unsuspected celebs.
Oh God, that'd be weird. Super.
Huh? He's trying to find stuff.
Nate's lost on RedTube. We'll never get him back.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
He's watching
Stop.
Lois Griffin porn now.
Aw.
That's where it took him. He started out
No,
with
it's-
Snoop and ends up with Lois
It's
Griffin.
Marge Simpson, man. He has a thing for the hair.
Like you said, Martha could totally be a cougar.
Cougar. She's like a ghost of a cougar. 78's pushing it.
That is,
You
man.
fucking would break her hip.
Oh, jeez.
All I'm going to say is Betty White. Because Betty White's a badass.
Betty
She
White
is
is
a
a badass.
badass.
I
Man.
fucking love Betty
Dude,
White.
I will admit, I still watch The Golden Girls.
Hell
and I
yeah,
fucking
man.
crack the fuck up when I
Yes.
watch it.
That is funny
Like,
stuff.
she won't go to bed. We'll watch it at night, and like, I'll see her over there, and her one eye will be open. I'll be cracking up when Rose Nyland does something fucking funny.
Thank
I
you
was
for
just-
being a friend.
Right. There you go, girl. That was some great writing.
That
though,
was
for
great.
Oh, my God. And quick
stuff.
humor.
Yeah, very quick.
You know, the mom was so funny.
What was the crossover in that show? You had Dreyfus and the doctor. Wasn't that another show too?
Yeah.
Grumpy
Dreyfus
old
the
man?
dog
Oh, yeah.
and then the
Yeah.
doctor.
Ah,
It was like
shit.
a cross.
You ever see Stopper? My mom will shoot.
They
Yes.
did.
With Sylvester Stallone and his
With
stone daddy.
Sly. Not as good as Kindergarten Cop, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh, that was great.
It's
That
not
was
the
great.
tumor.
Did you see Netflix has a whole 80s TV and movies?
No,
Okay.
actually,
No.
I was hanging out with Emily the other night, and we did the whole single mom thing, drinking wine and watching Netflix.
Nice.
We
I
watched
like
this
it.
show called Bonding.
Hmm.
If you guys love anything that is off the beaten path, watch this show. Bonding. It is fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna ruin any
Is
of it.
Documentary reality.
No, it's a series that they come out with, and each show's like 20 minutes long. I think it's hilarious. You have to watch it because the first episode, I'm like, "What the fuck are we watching?" Emily, she's like, "Shh, the good part's coming up."
I watched that Dead to Me. I started watching that. It's good. I got to the point, one of the parts, and I'm just like, man. And then I stopped watching it for a little bit. I got to start watching it again. But yeah, it's good.
We made Denise watch Annabelle Coming Home.
I seen that.
That scared her.
Yeah, she's not a big fan of that stuff.
Oh, she says she isn't, but then she ends up fucking loving it.
It's like,
And she's beating on me for it.
I love that smile over her. She's like, yeah, I was. Good stuff.
She hates it. She gets such anxiety from it, and she watches it, and she loves it.
That's
Like,
like
I had her watch The Good Son.
Yeah. Oh,
Good movie.
yeah.
With
Good
Macaulay Culkin. Yeah,
good
right?
movie.
She like we
Creepy.
watched it at night, and usually 9 out of 10 times we fall asleep watching whatever we're watching.
Mm.
She was fucking scoot straight up, sitting straight up, 90-degree, watching it, and she's got like the blanket up here. She's like, "You little bastard."
Yes.
She fucking loved it.
I think Macaulay Culkin is just scary walking down the street.
He is
Yeah.
now.
So creepy looking.
And then his little sister got smoked, the one who was in that movie.
Yeah.
What?
The little girl
Yeah.
with the ice. That was
Yeah.
his real little sister in real life.
Oh,
No
really?
Oh yeah, she
way.
stepped out in traffic, got smoked by a car when like he
Oh,
was like 14,
jeez.
15,
Holy
older,
That's
shit.
something like that.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a little part of
Oh.
boom, boom. Pet Cemetery 2.
Oh.
Macaulay Culkin's sister.
Macaulay Culkin is burying her in the woods.
I don't want my cat to get its nuts cut. It's the only line I remember from that movie. That's like Heather watching murder porn. Oh my God. She
We
calls
watch
me
a
up
lot
on the
of
way
that.
back home from work. She's like, my anxiety's through the roof. I'm like, you were watching murder porn.
I
again,
was
weren't
listening
you?"
to it, yes. I listened to Homicide Hunter.
Oh, I love that.
I like the cold cases,
Love
those
it.
Yes.
ones.
We watch Forensic Files
Yeah,
every night.
yeah.
I love that
But
show.
unfortunately, when you have adrenal
it.
problems, your anxiety goes a little high, and I'm like, oh damn, this sucks.
She can't
Gotta
eat
put something
chocolate
happy
before
on.
bed. She gets anxiety at night. And
It sucks. It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. It's horrible. Because I like watching those things. It's very and like I watch Rob Dyke, The Seriously Strange
I
on
fucking
YouTube.
love Rob
Never
Dyke.
seen it.
Yeah. Oh, and then Twisted Tens, he does that too.
Yes.
And then there's another podcast out called Bitches and Murders.
Whoa.
Damn.
I actually met one of the hosts at
Yeah.
Renaissance Festival, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we can get them on here one of these times because they're both. One's a actually was trained in forensics, and I can't remember
He's
what the
not
other
gonna
one
come
did.
hang out with me.
It's
To
two
listen
ladies.
to one show.
Two
No, she
ladies.
definitely isn't gonna come on the show.
Two
Do you want me
ladies.
to read the chat?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So Becky chimes in and says empty nest when we were talking about the Golden Girls.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what it
yeah,
was.
And then Tim chimes in and says bonding, spoiler, there is straps, ropes, clothespins, and happy endings. Oh wait, no, that's bondage. Never mind.
Totally different show.
No, actually it's not.
Oh. Okay, totally
Be
not.
very careful to include the R when Googling Gary Oldman.
Nate's
Gay old man, Nate. Is what it'll be.
Nate's gonna be back on his phone over here.
Don't do it.
Google it, you'll figure
Your
it
phone
out.
will never be the same. That's how you get gay.
Look up
He
lemon
just
party.
throws it. He's like, nope,
Lemon.
I quit.
No.
Just think glass bottom boat, Nate. You'll figure it out.
No, nope. I don't listen to people when they tell me to look up stuff like that anymore.
They're like, Google running Sasquatch. Nope.
You're
Not
not.
doing it.
Fuck you. You're not getting me. Oh,
I don't
Through his
really know what
phone.
it is. It's not a thing. I just blurted stuff.
probably
always.
something.
we will figure out what it is.
We'll make something. It'll be like
Running sex.
Chewbacca with an electric toothbrush in a bathroom too long. It'll be something.
That's a whole lot of cleanup right there.
That's a whole lot of matted fur.
Sure, for sure.
Imagine getting your hair pinched in a fucking electric toothbrush.
Oh dear God.
That'd be awful.
Nope. Don't brush your bits.
That's why. That's why it says on the bottom of the container for external use only.
Oh, it really does.
Happens.
Don't.
Well,
try
you
to
know
clean
why?
up.
Because somebody tested that theory and
Absolutely.
they did a toothbrush enema.
That's right.
No.
Why would you stop and think, oh, that sounds like a good idea?
Because it vibrates.
So what? Don't matter.
Yeah.
Now
Somebody getting a
you-
tattoo in there? No.
Is there really a
G-rated
thing?
version. I never came so fucking
It's
hard
a
in my life.
coffee?
I didn't know if the toothpaste was coming or
Company.
going or what the hell is going on in there down there.
Great. Now you got a whole bunch of fishers. Joke's on you, asshole.
Yeah, but my ass smells minty fresh.
Aqua fresh to be exact.
Scope it out.
That's why I stopped doing Listerine. I was always drunk.
Then they had to change the name to Molesterine.
I love when you bring Denise. I love the faces and the laughs.
She
that she
encourages me.
brings. It's great. She's like, oh, do I though? I think it's time for Mr. O'Neill's
Oh
neighborhood.
my god, now I have to encore now?
Yes, you have to encore this.
I think it's
Nobody's
time.
gonna like this story.
Mm,
I'm just
You
gonna
said
put a
this last
disclaimer
time.
out, and nobody likes the story.
I think everybody did.
It's mean.
So we're doing the premiere of Mr. O'Neill's theme song.
Yeah.
I love it. So this week we're gonna hear the tale of Jimmy Butt Butt. Jimmy Butt Butt's a poor soul. I'm not gonna give his real name, but he was a neighborhood kid of my family's when we were growing up on the west side of Bay City. He lived about 3 blocks away. He was older than me. He's probably 15 years older than me or something like that. But my brothers knew him, and he lived around the corner. And whenever you seen Jimmy Butt Butt, it is customary to yell out, roll down your window, and yell out your window, Butt Butt sucks! It's just what you fucking do. Okay, so this started in like 72. And I'm not kidding you. It was probably around, now maybe 74. Butt Butt sucks. He was, you know... center of his cornbread wasn't quite done. So when he'd give you the finger, he'd give you the ring finger, and he'd yell, "Fuck your mama's pussy," and like chase after you. And then you'd take off running, and go, Papa sucks, and fucking take off running.
Did you say the center of his cornbread wasn't quite done?
You're still stuck on that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't done. So this is 1974. Bell-bottom pants, corduroys, big butterflied collars. I wasn't even fucking born yet. And I come of age, and apparently every generation has yelled "Butt Butt sucks," all the way from 1972 to 1994.
Wow.
When I was out terrorizing this poor fucking bastard. So by then, though, he was older and he had a bike and he used to go around town stinking like shit. His parents never took care of him. He always had like frozen snot on his face and shit in the wintertime. Fucking hay in his hair and shit. Goddamn fucking train wreck.
Oh.
Yep.
Man.
So every time you see him yell "Butt Butt sucks," every kid in every neighborhood in Bay City from the ages of 55 to fucking 12 know that you yell "Butt Butt sucks." Well, one day, me and my buddy Ben were over down by the marina, and we seen Butt Butt riding his bike, and we rolled down the window, and "Butt Butt sucks, go by you, fuck you," you know, he's got the finger up, he's telling us to get our mama's pussy and stuff. Like, what did he say? Fuck him, turn around. So we go around again, and we roll down the window, we're like, "Butt Butt sucks." He's now standing by like a children's crossing sign or something like that, and we drive around again, roll down the window, "Butt Butt sucks." We do this about 4 times. And, you know, he gets the finger each time. He's faithful. About the 4th time we go around, Butt Butt's raging the fuck out. He picks up his 30-year-old 10-speed and slams it on the ground. He's jumping up and down on it. We're like, "Butt Butt sucks." Go around a corner for like the 5th fucking air raid. And he's got his ears covered. He's on his ass and he's scooting around in circles with the bottom of his feet.
I can't breathe.
And then you hear, "Butt Butt sucks." Just one more time.
You pissed him off so bad he was breakdancing at the bus stop.
I think the center of his cornbread got cooked.
We cooked it. And then we had all these guys in town that were like tards that we named. We had one who looked like Mr. Belvedere, so we called him Mr. Belvedere. We had Faggot Loser Bottle Boy. He is going to take up a whole nother episode. We'll get back to him. We had this dude, Donnie, who used to ride around with a CB on his bike.
Yeah.
With a street light that was powered by like him pedaling. And
Yeah.
he'd like go to like where they're digging in the street or cleaning up brush and shit, and like thought he worked there and shit, and everybody gave him a real hard time. It's a little scary though. He's a fucking Donnie. You wouldn't get away with that butt shit. He'd probably fucking tear you and fucking half. Don't fuck with that one. But yeah, Faggot Loser Bottle Boy was strange. He kind of reminded me of Woodchuck from the police academy.
Oh god.
He was just real stiff and fucking waddled, and his glasses were like that big on his fucking face. It was like a poorly done caricature. Like kid like erased some shit and started over. It's incomplete.
Woodchuck was one of my favorite
It
characters.
was incomplete.
Nice bike. Where do you put the batteries?
I'm getting broken up with tonight. I really feel it. She's like, you fucking tease retarded people. I mean, handicapped people. Yes. Short answer. I did.
The karma list is getting long.
Right.
I paid for all this. I am check sent. I'm done. Made my last payment last week.
So Lacey chimes in. I don't know what part she was talking about, but she said so many levels of wrong with a big smiley face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. So that was, if you know anybody from Bay City, just mention the name Butt. Put it in the Bay City yard sale thing. Go to Bay City's ultimate yard sale and be like, what's the deal with this Butt guy? And you will get 946 comments
Butt sucks.
that will tell you that Butt sucks. And I've met him. He used to come into the 7-Eleven I worked at when I was young, and he does in fact suck.
So he had it
It's a
coming.
true story. Just because it's true doesn't mean it's. Sorry. I'm sorry it's mean, but it's true. Sorry.
It's true.
I'm sorry.
Cold hard.
Sorry
truth
y'all
about
had to hear
butt.
that. This is more like confession. This isn't a funny fucking story anymore at this point.
So you should play the intro or the outro.
Play it backwards. See what we can summon.
give me 2 seconds.
Oh God.
Dead men tell no tale.
Here we go. It's reverse.
Oh, is it? That is really creepy.
Mark of the beast. Just call me Damien.
And now we're all good people again.
I'm not. It's not going to be that easy.
Timothy,
Lydia.
Timothy Michael says, the good old days when bowling was done right and brought a community together like an Olympic sport.
And we call this one the wheelchair crash.
Oh, man.
Bring a dish to pass.
Right.
Oh, it's been 6 minutes. He's at the 4-yard line.
So I have to confess, since we're doing confessings, I actually figured out what it would sound like backwards when I was doing the theme song. So it would be extra evil.
Oh my God. Bring me the blood of the innocent.
Well, it was funny because I played it for Nate when I was almost done, and he's like, "Yep, it's official. I'm not fucking sleeping ever again."
Now you're really not sleeping after the reversal of it. Mm-mm.
There's no way we didn't open a gate or something like that. I've been here the whole time. What do you mean?
Nope.
It's backwards. It's tub sucks.
Becky says, I can't breathe. I'm laughing so hard.
Oh, yeah. I knew today was going to be a good one.
Tub sucks.
Now, next week,
Tub
we're going to hear
scub.
about what a 44 Magnum can do when a 13-year-old gets a hold of it.
Oh, no.
Wow.
It was a brush rifle, so it's a good story.
All right.
Oh.
This week's.
Click, click, boom.
No, there's a shockwave,
Yeah.
a legitimate one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
You have to wait till next week.
Next week.
I don't know if we should reverse it again, though.
What
I'm
time?
not feeling so good on
Not
that.
comfortable with that.
I'm not feeling so. I'm not.
It's just your blood pressure.
Probably. It's probably just.
Next week on
I'll just
Mr.
take one
O'Neill's
pill.
Neighborhood.
Just take one of those blood pressure pills.
I got him. Got him at home in a bag.
In a bag.
A baggie.
Just
Ziploc
make sure you
bag.
consent first.
We'll definitely consent
And-
first.
Don't crush your Oreos. It's not going to end well.
Not gonna happen.
Man.
I've got no Oreos to
I'll
crush.
separate the boy from the man.
It'll hurt your tubs.
But I feel like I'm back at school, like getting picked on. Hey, Tub. Oh, man.
You know, it'd be a fucking feat if we could get Butt on the show, though. Don't call him Butt, though. I believe his name was Jimmy. You gotta call him Jimmy.
How do you go from Jimmy to butt?
His face looked
Yeah.
like a butt.
Oh,
You have a
We
butt
call him
chin?
Jimmy Butt.
Poor
No,
Jimmy.
no, it's not just a
Butt
cleft
chin.
chin.
Oh.
What do you got, a cleft forehead?
No, we're talking like somebody shit directly in the gene pool.
Sasha says
Wow.
you have to reverse it next week. Next Thursday is Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I could come up with a Halloween story.
I'm sure I can figure
Yeah.
something
I
out.
could probably come up with something. I'm sure I did something fucking rotten on Halloween.
Potatoes on the front yard.
Mhm.
Was that Halloween? Was that Devil's Night?
That was gate night. hmm
Uh-huh.
Always.
Yeah.
Vaseline.
The potatoes.
You know,
If you don't like people, tell them what they have to do.
potato flakes.
Yes.
You get
right.
the instant potatoes and put them on their lawn in the middle of the night. And then in the morning, all the dew comes up. You got fucking 100 pounds of mashed potatoes on your lawn.
that is
Stinks.
fantastic.
It's a real bitch to get up. No fingerprints.
you get
Can't
one-
fingerprint a potato flake.
You got to get the ones from the food pantries where they have the big ass bags.
Gordon's has them like
Yeah.
a burlap sack. You just
Yeah.
tear the top. And you're
Get out of here.
like, yeah, restaurant
And
quality.
That is
oatmeal.
fantastic.
Oatmeal.
About 30 pounds.
Yeah.
30 pounds of mashed potatoes will fuck somebody's October 31st up.
That's a great alias. They call me Potato Flake.
They call me Tater Flake.
Tater flake. Some bitch.
Oh, bitch. Out there, how much butter are we going to need? The only way we can get rid of this is to eat it off.
Right.
That ain't gravy, son. That ain't gravy.
Damn it, Jimmy, you let the dog out this morning.
Fucking all the neighbors' dogs are in the front yard.
They'll explode.
Yep.
Get
Yep.
diabetes.
Tater Flakes. Yeah, it really, like, just like a light dusting. We can still see the grass underneath. You wake up in the morning, it's like 1 to 3 inches expected.
It's just so funny.
Its expandability properties are like mesmerizing. I'd like to see it on like a time lapse camera. It's like
It's the fucking blob on your
it'd
lawn.
be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be so fun.
Unfortunately, the birds ate it in the middle of the night.
No,
Got a bunch of birds dead in your driveway. God!
they're all trying to fly and they can't get off the ground. They're fucking all around in the middle.
What kind of hell is this?
Dude is a dick.
That takes the birds all to next level, man, from Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, that's all they needed is a bunch of potato flakes.
I know, right?
The
Fuck them
birds.
birds.
We went to Universal when I think I was like 16, and they had a 3D version of the birds, and everybody else had been there.
Yeah.
So I was visiting my dad.
Yeah.
So we went. And everybody's just sitting there watching me. I got the glasses on, and I'm all like just freaking out. The birds coming at me, and everybody's just dying laughing, watching me go all crazy.
Yeah, that fucked me up at Chris's when he had his 3D television. He's like, dude, watch this. Put these on. And I'm like, all right, cool. So he plays the intro to, what was it, Aquaman?
Aquaman, I think it was.
Ooh, trippy.
Yeah, so the Warner Brothers logo thing that pops up on the screen, there's this really cool effect that comes out of the Warner Brothers logo. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That is cool as shit.
It's like really good quality for like a home TV.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
The
Wow.
fucking 3D on it is badass.
So you're telling me I can watch Jason Momoa in 3D in
Yes.
my freaking living room?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm going to
Yes.
buy one of those tomorrow.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
need one of them.
Put that on the list.
I'm telling you, it was fucking cool. Like we got what, 5 minutes into the movie or whatever it was.
Something like that.
It was fucking badass.
Got a couple things in chat. Kirk says hi. He's unable to actually join in on the chat live, so he messaged on Facebook to say hi, Lydia.
Well, hello.
And Timothy says, I actually like backwards better. Let's not forget backmasking is an option.
True.
Oh, I can fuck it all up. I can do all kinds of cool things with it. Drop it in pitch, bring it up, make it all kinds of weird. I think I am going to mix it down a little differently because the low laugh is not loud enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we should have a special needs person crying.
Oh.
Let's get this
Tub
right out.
tub. One tubby. Show you a little trick. Take your mind off that pain, boy.
I just filtered myself.
Why? Why would you do that? That's not okay, man.
That must have been good.
We have a show to do. And result.
Well, if you rewind the tape back to where I said we should have the handicapped person crying, I
Yeah.
was going to do one of my little stupid things where, you know, when you tell the 55-year-old high school senior his mom just died. Fucking unfortunate. Like
What?
them kind of tears we need.
Exactly.
Fucking
Exactly.
intro.
Exactly.
Jeez.
I accidentally blended your cat thinking I was making a smoothie.
Yeah.
I potato flaked your birds.
Mhm.
Oh.
Feathers and oatmeal everywhere.
Yep.
What kind of hell is this?
This is the last level.
Dante's Inferno ain't got shit on this.
This isn't even hell. You're in purgatory.
I'm going to die and they're being like, we've been waiting for you. You're late.
Have you seen the Good Place on Netflix?
No.
There's like,
That's a really good show.
have you? I just started watching it, and it's got Ted. Yeah, thank you, Danson. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I just watched the first episode. I'm just like,
Wasn't he married to
I can
Whoopi
get into-
Goldberg?
yeah,
He has no credibility with me.
That's the weirdest pairing ever.
that is. He's very like
doesn't make
white haired
sense.
now.
Wait, Ted Danson?
Yes.
He's married to Mary Steinberg.
He
isn't
was with
He
Whoopi
was
Goldberg.
though. He was.
It's the weirdest combo. It's like, who do we have here? It's like the dad from Full House and Predator. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
Is that Danny? It's Danny Tanner.
Everywhere you look. Oh shit!
The Predator.
Get to the chopper! Speaking of that, have you guys seen the have you guys seen the trailer for Zombieland 2 Double Tap?
No, I want to
No,
go
I
watch
wanna see
it.
it.
Oh my god, I cannot wait for that to come.
Adam was off, and I'm like, take me to
Yeah.
go see it. I want to go on a date to
Yeah.
watch it because we have money now.
When
Kind
does
of.
it come?
It was Friday.
Is it this Friday?
It opens?
Last
Last
Friday.
Friday.
Last
already
Friday.
open?
It's out.
Oh shit.
What?
We've got to go see that.
Yup.
The fucking man cave.
Oh, you just make it sound like it's a bad thing, but you have to be back on Sunday because
Right.
I'm getting a podcast.
Nope.
With Vicky.
So much to
Maybe.
do. I'm still trying to shoot an animal this weekend.
Whoa.
Deer.
I didn't know this. Becky said Ted and Whoopi have a daughter together.
Whoa.
So Ted
There's a
got Whoopi
sequel
and had
to
a daughter.
Alien or Predator? I don't know.
No, it's Alien versus Predator at that point.
Oh, I thought it was Alien Birth Predator. Wrong. It's like those song lyrics for 40 years. He just singing wrong. It's like there wasn't with a motor in the douche in the night.
There was
It
not
wasn't-
one
it
wrapped
wasn't
up.
the lyrics. It's like, what is this? Douche has a motor? It's a canoe, a douche canoe with a motor?
It's same thing with Tony Danza.
Tiny Dancer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tiny Dancer and knocking on Kevin's door.
Scary,
Mhm.
Scary Moosh.
Scary moosh, scary moosh.
There wasn't a
Why does he
douche
do
with a
flamingo
motor.
dancing?
I don't
Or anything Pearl Jam.
Yes.
What do you say? Slow that down. Is he tied up?
Well, that's the thing is any 90s grunge music you could pretty much sing with just vowels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could. Or just moan it and
Yeah.
do the thing.
The only one that didn't do that was Chris Cornell.
No, he
Mhm.
projected.
Chris Cornell was the shit.
Yes, yes.
Love Chris
all
Cornell.
of it. Everyone.
I turned Heather on to Audio Slave and the song Cochise.
Mhm.
She's like, holy fuck, he's holding that note forever. I'm like, it's Chris Cornell.
He's
Yeah.
amazing.
I showed her
Almost
the,
took it on.
the Prince Sinead O'Connor cover. Where he did
Oh,
the
Oh,
second
yeah.
verse.
So good.
Yeah.
Fucking killed it.
So
Such a
good.
Well, you've heard his cover of Billie Jean, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, dude. Like, if anybody could do a cover song, he's like Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Once he does a cover of a song, it's his.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
There's-
just got ruined.
Yeah.
Go shave
Yeah.
your head, lady. Yeah. Oh wait.
That's
sorry.
a bummer that he's gone. I seen the Chester Benningfield thing too.
Bennington?
Bennington, thank you.
Benningfield.
I can make up
Beddingfield.
words,
All right.
Yeah.
just like lyrics.
Yeah.
Whatever. No, I seen the one more light or one last light or
Yeah.
one more light.
I really liked that album. I mean, it took a minute to grow on me, but the last Linkin Park record came out. I was like, that's. I mean, 'cause at first I'm like,
Never really been a fan.
what's that song that everybody sings? In the end, is it? Or is
Yeah,
it?
probably.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the end.
it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Everybody knows that one when they're.
Well, it
drinking.
was funny when I was working down at the
2004.
Rockstars Academy. We're down there and we're doing the monthly thing with the students where they come and do performance and stuff like that. And you've got a room full of people. I mean, easily there was probably 80, 90 people there. And they put this song on while we're changing stuff up and moving equipment around to get ready for the next act to come on. Everybody in the room is singing it, regardless of age or demographic. And I'm going, holy shit, this is a really
Wow.
popular song. And everybody's like, yeah. I'm going, holy shit.
Some pretty cool stuff from those days when you were recording there.
Oh God, so many. I mean, I got to meet again, which was so much fun. The band Girl Scout Hand Grenade.
Mm-hmm.
You look up anything on YouTube. This is great stuff. I got to meet what was the band Fall of Troy. Was pretty awesome. I got to meet the guys from Devour the Day, who was Egypt Central, was the guitar player. But those guys were so cool. I got to meet, geez, who else? It was always down at the machine shop. We were doing stuff and meeting all these great bands and shit. So
The Machine Shop is having a Halloween party this Saturday.
really,
I think. Yep. It's like the Devil's thing. What is it? With Iron Snake.
nice.
Oh, okay.
But there's a costume contest, and I think you have to dress up as some form of devil.
Oh,
And they pick the best devil, and I think you win like $500 or
Oh.
something.
The
Oh,
devil
shit.
from the Tenacious D video of
that would be the best.
Yep. Agreed.
either that or Pick a Destiny. Either way,
Yep.
you know, Dave Grohl actually played that.
Really?
Yes.
No kidding.
Yep. He played the devil in the Pick a Destiny.
That's so cool. Dave Grohl's cool.
He's cool.
He's
He's one of the
good people.
nicest guys in hard rock and heavy metal.
Yep. Good people.
Timothy's threatening me.
What?
Don't tempt me to text the Good Place spoilers. Don't do it.
Spoiler alert.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that
You know,
guy.
that's funny. Like Halloween, we're talking about everything, the costume contest and stuff.
Yeah.
This is my first year that I can actually kind of get a legit costume.
You gonna be a pirate?
No,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna be
See, that
actually.
sucks that you're missing the
I know.
because
I got scheduled. I
Dustin's
can't switch.
showing up
I know.
and he's gonna be Red Hood
What's happening? What are we
down at the
doing?
man cave.
There's the Jeremy's birthday's coming up, so they're gonna be doing that, which you guys are invited to. But I got scheduled to work. I get to work 2 weekends a month for November and December,
Lame.
and that was one of the ones I got to work. I can't switch. It said it on the paperwork today. I'm like, really?
I think we should bring the costume party to you at work.
Be fun.
Oh,
I get
yeah.
out at 7.
They'd probably freak out because we're us.
That would be so fun.
Yep. I would go, but
be
I'd
the
only-
live action version of Nightmare Before Christmas.
I would go, but by the time I got there, it'd be super late, and then I'd have to turn back around because I have to work at 12 the next day.
We all come rolling in. Where's the fat guy? This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
You gotta do the Marilyn Manson version.
Right? Speaking of that, I heard Marilyn Manson cover God's Gonna Cut You Down. I was not impressed.
I haven't
No.
heard it.
Yeah, I haven't heard it either.
No, I was not impressed. I mean, Johnny Cash does the best version ever. Period. Hands down.
It's
Yeah,
Johnny
don't
Cash,
try it.
man.
Yep.
Mhm.
You ever heard him read the Old Testament?
No, but I can imagine.
I've got it on CD.
YouTube that shit. It is trippy as fuck.
I like
I've got the
one
whole
song
box
he
set of
does,
it.
When the man
Awesome.
When
comes
the man
around.
comes around.
Yes, yes. I looked and I saw. I was like, all right, cool, man.
That was on the Dawn of the Dead 2004. When everybody was getting fucking
See, Johnny Cash is one of those guys that could narrate fucking Armageddon, and you'd be scared as shit, but like hopeful because he was narrating it.
Sounds really good. Here they come, though.
What did I just see? I just saw a video somebody shared on Facebook of Vincent Price doing the intro to Thriller.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I've seen that.
He was on the talk show with, oh God, what was her name?
Can't remember who it was.
Sally
that
Jesse Raphael,
No, blonde haired chick.
Yeah.
Jenny.
Joan Rivers.
Yes, on the Joan
Rivers,
Rivers
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
And
That
it was
was
like
cool.
impromptu. She's
Wow.
like, we
He's so
have to
cool.
have you do the intro. And they start playing the music. He sits up in his chair.
Like all serious.
And
He
it was
was
perfect.
It was.
badass.
Yeah.
It was very
In the
cool.
old days.
He was
cool.
one of those guys that just brought it no matter where he was at.
Oh, man. With a
So
voice
classy.
like that.
So classy.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a classy dude.
Gotta laugh.
What are you doing?
Timothy said that he'd show up as a dirt devil. My costume would suck.
Oh,
Aw.
man.
That one's
So-
free.
So we have the option to get tickets for Mitch's show. We'll put those up on Facebook, and we will have the tickets for you at the door. There's only 2, so we will announce those winners tomorrow.
Yep.
And
That's
Share this on social media.
yeah,
Tag us on our page and tell us it's done.
tell us it's done.
It's done.
Done, man.
And tag a bunch of people in that.
Yeah, so get
So
some people going.
That's
I
right.
want a 3-page report on who Jimmy Butt Butt is.
And that's how
and
you
his
get.
proper diagnosis.
That's how
Or
you
Jimmy
guys-
Tub Tub.
If you're dyslexic, too. Who's this Johnny Tub Tub guy? It's going to be like the telephone game. It's going to be all fucked up.
Hangs out with Tater Flakes.
Yeah.
Oatmeal McGee.
That's right.
So yeah, so we have those tickets available. See you guys there. Anybody else got anything?
Well, we got to give a shout out to our friends at Solid State Radio.
Yes.
They re-air
Maybe.
Survivor Girl podcast, right? Our show, Don't Make This Weird, and
Hopefully.
Mitch's Fake Radio.
Mhm.
And soon, when we have enough episodes in the can for This Is My Brain, I'm pretty sure they're going to be airing that too.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome, guys. So if you guys get a chance, go over to solidstateradio.net so you guys can listen to all of the shows that they have over there. There's a lot. There's something for everybody. They even have a paranormal episode. Yep.
I got some fucking episodes.
All right. Apparently I do too. I might need that medication.
Take it easy there, Tub Tub.
Whew.
The dyslexia.
Yeah. No, it's fuck your mama. Oh, it's properly pronounced. If you do the accent right. Is that Southern?
Sasha said, "Can I get a signed copy, Chris?" LOL.
Of
I don't know.
like a handful of mashed potatoes?
Maybe.
I'm not sure what to sign.
Maybe. All right, guys. Thank you, Lydia, for joining us
Yeah,
tonight.
thanks, Lydia.
Thank you for
Don't be a
having me.
stranger. Don't stay away so long. Come hang out with us again.
Oh, no, I'm going to zip tie her to
And-
my waist so that way when we're going to do crazy cool stuff like this, she's
gonna
kicking
go.
and screaming.
All right.
This is all there is to it.
And we're visiting Tony live from Chino.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next Thursday.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.